Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gothic. Now, after gathering 3 Templars last episode, and hopefully the third one will actually arrive before we do this. Maybe it won't. Oh well, let's start this off. So we want to go through this gate here. And so we're going to talk to Ashkan again.
All preparations have been made.
Oh, and level up
the gate
again.
Can now
Cool.
be opened.
Very nice
Okay,
timing.
then. Open the shaft now. We'll let the show begin.
Alright. Draw a weapon.
Put the weapon down.
Or maybe not. Because they don't like me doing that just yet.
But I would have enjoyed polishing your...
Alright, I think I have to do this myself, so...
Put the weapon down.
Alright. They are attacking them in there. So, what I should have done though before is use a light scroll on myself. So we can have a little bit more view of what's going on here. Right, we should try to get as many kills as we can though. Move it! That should clear most of them. I'm trying to get every possible loot that they have, because they are quite worth a bit, those claws that they have. Lots of dead bodies already here. Wow, he must have cleaned up this sponge pretty nicely. Alright, let's have a look. Any bodies that we can still loot? There we go. Not this one. And I think that's about it, really. At least what's here. So, before we continue on, let's heal up, shall we? Gonna use 2 potions. And we shall continue. Now, there will be some more spine crawlers. Spine crawlers? I'm still playing too much that game. Mine crawlers along the way. We'll have to see how many there are, though. Because I doubt there will be too many. As long as they can't move backwards, that means they can be hit quite nicely. Also, going inside these tubes, not really doing anything. I've done that before, and at the end I believe there is actually nothing other than getting stuck. So it might seem like a worthwhile expedition, but I can tell you from experience, there is nothing there, unfortunately. That's another one down. Ooh. Back here. Oh, that was a critical hit even. Come on. There we go. Alright. Another 3 down without even taking damage. That sounds good. Now, what you shall find at the end of this tunnel is pretty obvious, I would say. Because we are working towards that goal here. It would be... Well, I'm not saying that just yet, but we'll have figured out that probably by now. What we shall find down here. It's going deeper and deeper. Wrong way. That's another 2 down. It's getting a little bit creepy down here. The first time I went down here I was really afraid of what's going down there. Really, I was like horrified. Because these red lines here, that means normally something very bad is about to happen. And well, you can see what's there. obviously. A little back so we have a little bit more room to maneuver. Gonna go step by step here. Don't want to go too far. The first time I went down here was really hard to do this, because I wasn't equipped to do anything whatsoever. Now, as you can see... Oops, wrong save game. This is of course the chosen Miss Universe 2011. Look really pretty, doesn't she? In her outfit, with that little crown on top of that. Looks like a spade. Let's go kill her, shall we? Okay. You just have to keep slashing, there's nothing really to worry about that. Just keep on slashing. And we killed her. Now, what you should do is collect the minecrawler eggs, because you will need them. There we go. Now the last one here. And that's that. And our light spell just expired. You cannot collect anything from the queen, so there's no reason to search for anything or look for ways to basically get something out of her. It's not gonna happen. So we're just gonna go back the way we came. Or rather we're going to go to the left side because I want to check out what's over here. Unless there's something very bad over here that makes me die, I'm quite happy probably. Now let's have a look up here. Oh yeah, I remember this place. The first time was jumping down there, and I was dead afterwards because the ground is quite far from there. And you don't want to die at this point, because you don't want to do that, right? We don't want to die, we want to live! Live a happy and beautiful life in a world that is most dangerous and, well, also sometimes a little bit crappy on us, right? Because people want protection money, people want to be really asses towards us. And yes, I know we don't see anything, but I'm hoping that I can find the way. Yes, there we go. Wonderful. Didn't need to have a second spell here.
For Gomez.
Yes.
The minecrawler shouldn't be a threat anymore.
That's good news. I'll just send a messenger to Thoris.
I'm doing that myself, actually. And I will be going there myself too. Because, well, Thoris is the one who, well, not really gave me a quest, but it's always good to know that Thoris is on my side, because it's one badass. Now, to complete this, we're going up to Ian and talk to him. I believe that needs to be done, from what I recall. And afterwards we're going to Raven and tell him about the ritual, and also about the preparations that we had to make. I believe that would interest him as well. Possibly. Or we could go to call Colum first. I'm not entirely sure yet, because Colum wants the eggs. So possibly we have to go to Colum first and then to Raven. But we'll see. Now let's go to Ian first. After he's done drinking beer, of course, as always.
For Gomez.
I found the nest.
Then we'll finally have peace and quiet here again. No offense. Good work, boy. Here, take this crate of beer for your efforts.
Great, thank
I'll just have a look
you.
around.
Don't make it.
So helpful. We now have more beer in our inventory. Great. I rather would have had something like, I don't know, a good weapon, a ring, an amulet, something useful. But what do I want to do with beer in this game? Yes, I can drink it, but that's about it really. Beer doesn't even have any influence on me, so it's not even used for anything other than giving it to people for, well, training maybe, or something different. But that's really about it. There is no other usage for beer than that. In the real world there would have been, probably. But in here, not really. Right, so let's head outside. And... oop.
Hey, you did a good job with the crawlers. You
Thank
deserve to be admitted as a guard now. Just go over to the old camp and speak to Thoris about it.
And yes, that's also something
ya.
that now changes.
May I pass?
We now can be able to become a guard. Meaning that in this short time we actually did something here in the colony. We now went from nothing to shadow in about 1 hour to guard in about another hour, and that's the highest rank you can have in the old camp, is guard. So we really want to make use of that, because we can then have a new armor. And armors are great.
Have you enough of...
No.
Yeah. I thought he might teach me something different again, but no. Nothing there, nothing to see, move along. Right. So... I think we're going through the forest this time, just to make sure that we kill every last beast out there that we can. Also going back to the old camp is kind of mandatory at this moment, because I want to get my new armor. New armor is always good, trust me. If you can get new armor, get it as soon as you can, because you will need as many armor points as you can for the next few parts. And if you don't use that opportunity, well, it can be a little bit tough. Beer? What's this then? Strong beer! Hooray! That probably makes me even less want to drink it. Well, a few more blood flies over there. And a scavenger, if I've seen that correctly. Oh, there's more to collect. Yes, that tree looks absolutely beautiful, but I'd like to... There we go. Kind of got stuck again in this little bug. Yeah, those trees looked beautiful. Especially because there was a heart written in it and it said Erica plus Jim. Now, there should be a snapper over here. I want to kill it right now. Right, since we already are in this location, how about taking a look inside and find absolutely nothing? Wonderful. As was expected though. Let's keep along this path here. Let's see if there's any other enemies that we can kill other than snappers. I don't like them too much. But with the new guard uniform we might be able to take them on a little bit more easily. Other than that, I'm not worrying too much about monsters. Snappers are really tough if you don't have the right equipment to kill them. But the normal monsters like scavengers and blood flies and even lurkers shouldn't be much of a problem anymore. They're really easy to take care of. They're like having basically no health. And that's about that. Now let's cross the river in the most unconventional way possible. Jump. That didn't want to dive, actually. I just wanted to go over there. Wonderful. Is there anything in... Oh, there is a mole rat inside here. Correction, there is a dead mole rat inside there. Anything along this path? Nope. Alright, now. Let's get to Raven and to Thoris.
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
What does he...
I'm sure.
Yeah, we already know that. Drake already told me. We can now admit it to the guard. Which is quite nice, I would assume. How much skill points do we have? 10. Alright. Now, Thoris, what do you got to tell me?
For Gomez!
Indeed.
You have something to tell me?
Yes. What you did in the mine not only shows some courage, but it also proves your strength and your fighting skills. I'm ready to accept you into the ranks of the guards. I'm giving you a chance. What do you say?
Well, sure. Yes, I could also say I'm interested in the path of magic,
I want to become a guard.
but I'm more of a
I'm
melee
glad
fighter.
to hear it. But first I must tell you something that I tell all new recruits. Listen carefully. I shall say this only once. So far, you've tried to get by on your own. Those days are over now. My boys stick together. We guards protect the ore barons, the ore, the camp, and the mine. The diggers collect the ore, but we make sure that they don't get eaten by crawlers. The ore barons negotiate with the king, but we're the ones that protect them.
Protect
Day
them.
and night we're in the mine.
What?
Day and night we stand at the gates of the camp and make sure folks get to sleep peacefully. We were a wild bunch when we started out here, but now we're a force to be reckoned with. We've all worked hard to build up this life for ourselves. I only expect one thing from my boys, that they stick together. Only by standing together will we be able to hold on to what we have, and to survive. You'll learn everything else in due course. Be ready and help out wherever help is needed, or something needs to be done.
Alright.
Go and ask Stone to give you some armor and a sword. You'll find Stone in the blacksmith shop in the inner ring.
Alright, and also he can now teach me about two-handed
Can
swords.
you teach me?
I can show you how to improve your skill and strength.
And also dexterity and strength, if we so desire.
Oh, one more thing. Welcome to the guards.
Well, that was informative, like,
I hear you're one of us now. Not...
that's true. Because we now are part of the guards. Now, before I'm ending this episode, I want to show you the new armor that we just earned. And that is something that is really looking quite nicely. So that's why I want to go over here. Oh, there he is. I was like, where's the smith? Ah, he's standing right here, actually.
For Gomez.
Yes.
I need armor.
So,
I need
Thoris
armor!
accepted you.
Like, seriously?
Congratulations.
Alright.
Another one eager to stick his neck out for Gomez. Oh well, what do I care? Here, take this armor and sword. Welcome to the guards.
Well, he sounds like a little bit pissed off.
For Gomez,
I need better armor.
you can have it when you're ready for it, and only.
Heavy guards armor and guards armor. I do have the guards armor already.
I want a heavy
Only the upper class of guards can have one of them, and I'm
Well,
I'll see.
okay. I suppose that we don't get the heavy armor for the time being. Now, I want to go and show you that in the light of the sun. Because that armor is looking sweesh. Actually, we already have it equipped, lol. Okay, well, this is the Lights Guard armor. It's got 5 more defense in against weapons, and that's about it, really. But 5 more is quite a lot, still.
Hey,
you should be happy
you
about
made it
that.
pretty far.
I could do it.
Yep. Let's have a look. How much ore does he still have, or does he have any ore at all? That's the question. Probably not. No. So, let's have a look at our new sword here. Great, we've got a guard sword with 32 damage. Hooray. It's actually not doing too much. Now let's jump down here. And go over to... I believe that one of the traders might have some ore now again. Dexter or one of them. Because we need to sell some things, actually. That would be sweet if we could do that. Not so sure if we can, but we'll try our best, I assume. Come on, Dexter.
For Gomez.
Show me.
I got.
Does he have any ore? Nope. He doesn't. How about Fisk?
For Gomez.
Oh, 4,000 ore! Oh my, that's a lot of ore. That is a lot of ore. Okay, let's see how much we can get actually before we try to do that all by ourselves to the left side. Yeah, it's quite a bit that we can get. 33 mandibles of crawlers. Nice. We'll keep that for now. We can sell that one. And we can sell those 2 armors here as well. That's a lot of cash we now get. Ooh, nice. Really nice indeed. Alright, 3,000 ore. That's a lot of ore. Especially because we can use it later on for buying armors and stuff. Very, very nice indeed. Oop. 1 ore too much. There we go. Now we are stacked with 4,000 ore. That is quite nice, honestly. And the moon is rising. Oh! I think that's something that I've mentioned before, that the sky and such is really looking pretty. The sky is looking pretty today, isn't it? Right, so let's just head out. We don't need to regenerate at the moment. And when we come back, folks, time to visit the swamp camp. So, I will see you all next time. Lost my voice there, sorry.